You remember from the beginning of this course that I introduced the idea of 4 questions that we'll ask everyone. So let's go through that a little bit for Plato and Aristotle. What is the structure of time? Plato doesn't care. He doesn't answer the question. He doesn't even really ask the question because for him, time is just changing, fleeting shadows. Not very important. Aristotle, on the other hand, says time is a line, and it's a line moving from the past through the present into the future, and that timeline is made up of lots of befores and afters. So time for Aristotle is really a line. It's a structure moving a vector in one way. Question 2, can humans predict the future? Well, no. I think in both cases, we can't predict the future from either Plato or Aristotle's point of view. In a way, again, Plato would say, who cares? The future is just changing the way the past has changed. So it doesn't really matter if it is the future, if it's the past, because all of that, no matter what it is, if it's inside of time, it's only a shadow of reality. So Plato says what we need to do is think about the things that don't change, the things for which there is no future because future implies some sort of change. Aristotle, I think, would agree on this, right? Aristotle would say we can't actually predict the future because we don't know what the future is. We have to look to the past to understand things, so we're not going to be able to predict what's going to happen. We can guess, but we can't predict. The third question, can humans control the future, kind of follows very logically, right? Because Plato would say, again, who cares about controlling the future because the future is all about change and we don't care about change. Aristotle would agree only that because we haven't gotten there yet, we can't see what's going to happen, and so we don't know for sure. Can we make some guesses? You bet. Can we make educated guesses? Yes. But can we actually control? Nah, ain't gonna happen. Fourth question, do humans experience time externally, internally, or both? This is very cool because Plato would say that we are connected somehow inside of us to the eternal truths that are outside of time. And so though he wouldn't give us a definition of time, he implies that somehow we are ontologically, our bodies, our minds, our souls are connected to something out there past time. So there's a way that there is something ontological to what Plato is saying. Aristotle, on the other hand, would say, no, really time is just the befores and the afters, and we're not, that's part of us, and we're in time, but we're not making that happen. On the other hand, Aristotle would say that in order to have time, you have to have someone to count the before and the after. So there's a little bit of ontology. There's a little bit of internal time in Aristotle too, but not very much. For Aristotle, time is something that moves external to us, and it moves in a line external to us, and it is the way that things change that makes time happen for Aristotle. But it's that very same thing, that very same idea of change that Plato says, not so important.